Welcome to this explainer. Let's dive right into India's booming economic geography, from intellectual exports to massive physical infrastructure. We're breaking this down into three core pillars: global pharma dominance, the massive IT boom, and huge infrastructure upgrades.
Let's kick things off with medicine. Right now, India is actually the world's largest provider of generic drugs.
To really wrap your head around that scale, India literally supplies half of the entire world's vaccine demand.
Even crazier, they produce a staggering 80% of all antiretroviral drugs used globally to fight AIDS.
This massive production is super regionalized. Different cities specialize in everything from synthetic drugs to highly complex formulations.
Despite facing some supply chain hurdles, the sector is targeting a massive $150 billion bioinformatics boom by 2025.
Moving on to Pillar 2, the IT powerhouse. Let's see how this intellectual capital fuels a globally dominant industry.
The IT sector's GDP contribution absolutely exploded, jumping from just 1.2% in 1998 to 10% by 2019.
The focus is heavily global, guys. Export revenue completely dwarfs domestic IT revenue, with the US taking 2/3.
Employing over 4 million people, this sector powers global tech and game-changing domestic financial systems like UPI. But here's the million-dollar question. How does an economic giant actually physically move all of these goods?
That brings us to Pillar 3, modern infrastructure. Billions in foreign investment are currently pouring straight into construction.
The Sagarmala Project is developing India's vast coastline, aiming to boost merchandise exports to $110 billion by 2025.
Inland, dedicated freight corridors backed by the World Bank and Japan will soon triple freight speeds and relieve congestion.
By air and water, the UDAN Scheme is aggressively connecting remote areas with new helipads and seaplane routes. For everyday commuters, urban transit is exploding. By 2019, India already boasted nearly 680 kilometers of operational metro lines.
So, as physical infrastructure finally catches up to intellectual exports, how will India completely reshape tomorrow's global economy?